Hello, cats and kittens. We are live, and welcome to our Impromptu Tuesday stream with James and JJ. JJ's back again. It's been a while since he's been on our Sunday streams. He's been busy with family issues and whatnot, but we're back in action today. So so now we're gonna do we're gonna each have 10 movies. We're gonna swap back, tag team back and forth talking about them and some soundtracks. I only have 8 soundtracks to show. I don't have a lot of soundtracks, but most of them are in the other room in a box of CDs. But I didn't want to lift them because that's how I put my knee out in the first place. So I just grabbed what I had, but I got some good stuff to show. And now we're just waiting for JJ to get here. He's having a computer issue, but he'll be here momentarily, and then we can start the show. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done a weekly show like this, so I'm a little nervous because I haven't done one of these in a long time. And I'm so used to having my wingman with me all the time, but I can handle this for a night, doing this on my own, but I'll have JJ up here with me. And so, Anthony, if you're watching right now, um, I'm not bringing anybody up after we do our little thing that our little theme that he wants to do with me. And then I'll bring you up. Hey, Jimmy Nickel, how you doing? Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see you here. Welcome in, welcome in. Um, it's always nice to have you here. Um, so uh, should be a fun night, uh, and we'll have a good time. And hello, hello. Okay. All right. Hey, HGK. We'll bring you up in a bit, like I said. We're going to do our little thing first, and then HGK, you can come up afterwards, after we do our thing. Hey, George. Welcome, welcome. All right. I sent you the link to get up, so we'll just wait for JJ, and he'll be up momentarily. And we'll get this party started. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Yeah. Wow. So, Anthony, you must be happy I'm doing a weekly stream. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I'm happy. And we'll talk about some Degrassi episodes I watched Sunday and last night after we're finished our thing. Making lunch can't come up right now, anyhow. Yeah, well, we'll be doing this for about maybe 20 minutes or so, depending how long it takes us to get through 10 movies. And then we'll bring you up. And Jimmy, if you want to come up too after, you're more than welcome as well. Just waiting for we're just waiting for JJ. But if I have to put the link out here, I can. Again, if you want, JJ, I'll put it here too. Hey, Lammy, hello, welcome. You're in for a treat. We're gonna do top 10 movies. Me and JJ. I'm just waiting for him. I just put the link out for him here. Only JJ for now, and then after I'll open the floor, and then everybody else can come up if they want. So, Lamb, are you home now? You back from the Netherlands? Oh, here he is. He's here. And we have no picture. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Wow, that's good. It must be nice to be back home. But so that coffee shop wouldn't serve other tourists from the UK? That's kind of weird. Like, they should be nice to everybody. Okay, we got an issue here with JJ. What's going on here, JJ? Hold on. If I get kicked off the stream for a second, I've just got to reboot, reload. All right, here we go. There we are.
Hey James, it had to be a StreamYard issue because my internet's connected fine and I'm doing it's all right. The only thing is that I don't use this computer very much anymore. I use the one behind me a lot more for like Plex and stuff like that. So I had to kind of fire it up and it was going longer than I thought it would go. So I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay. We're good. So this is kind of weird for me doing this during the week.
I'm off today, so because of all the driving I did yesterday, I took a day off. So
And we haven't seen you in so long, so it's nice to have you back with us.
yeah, like I told you, it was all circumstance. I wasn't avoiding you. Just
Oh, I know.
girls needed me here. Mother's Day was there. It was just it was just the I needed the time to get other things done.
They only serve locals unless you go all the way to Amsterdam, which is a couple more hours up the road. They're a lot more cautious closer to the Belgian and German borders. Oh, that's kind of stupid.
What was
Well,
that
I
about?
hope they
What was
serve
that
you
about,
at
James?
breakfast and dinner at the hotel, Lammy.
Hmm.
I mean, they can't be that rude. Come on. No hot prog on screen today. No, he's still working at the time, Zeb. But I sent him the link if he wants to come watch. I mean, JJ's my wingman tonight for a night. Just for old time's sake. This is going to be a great night. I know we're going to have fun.
Yep.
So I only have 8 soundtracks. I don't have really a lot.
It wasn't an exact number. It was just arbitrary. If we don't get to
Yeah,
them
but
all
I've
because we're
got 10
talking to, it's
movies
fine.
I picked out. I got some good stuff.
Okay.
And one that's a random rare thing that I didn't think I'd find in the wild in the
Oh wow.
stores. Because usually you can only get this one online to order it. But I found it and I swapped it. There was only one copy. It was kind of expensive, but I said, fuck it, I'm taking it. So you ready to start? So
Yep.
how are we doing this?
You want to do movies first or soundtracks?
We'll do soundtracks first.
Okay. I'll start. Do you want me to?
All right, I'll make it big.
I grabbed a couple because that are circumstantial. I grabbed some stupid ones, and we'll see from there. This one's fun. This is the Anchorman soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
So all the music, and it even has the Anchorman 2, actually. This has all the quotes on here and everything from it.
Oh, cool.
And so it has from the desk of Ron Burgundy, all their feet at the bottom. Has like I won't read them all, but for like Ride Like the Wind's on here. A really funny message from Ron Burgundy before the record even gets started. So he's on here as well. In order to make room for the vinyl, though, they took off. If you have the iTunes version or the CD of the Anchorman 2 soundtrack, there is with Robin Thicke and him do Ride Like the Wind, which they actually make it like a comedy, like it's actually doing it with Ron Burgundy, not Will Ferrell. That's actually pretty funny, but they took it off. That was one thing I was disappointed about with this one is they took it off. But if you can see closely there, I'll do my best here to get the light. That fur is real.
Oh my god.
I'm touching real. I'm touching. I'm cleaning the mustache there.
Wow.
Thanks, Scott. But there you go. See, isn't that cool?
You can mow the lawn.
Yep. What's your next soundtrack, James?
Oh, it's my turn.
Yep.
All right. Exit. Now I make myself big. Well, mine is going to be. Oops. I don't want to remove myself from the screen. The first one is Superman the movie.
Courtesy of that to you.
You did. You cannot go wrong with a John Williams soundtrack.
No.
And it's on the Warner Brothers label. Two albums. Well, I don't need to take them out. I'll just put that there. And here we go. Here's the front.
Love the gatefold on this one.
And here's the back. This is amazing. What are you? I'm Superman. The only Superman there ever was. Forget the rest. Hey, Danny. So that's pretty cool. And I love the soundtrack. Like, my favorite is when the Lex Luthor theme
Hey,
where
Danny.
Otis is going to see him. Da-dum, dum, da-dum, dum, 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 da-dum,
On
dum,
that
da-dum.
soundtrack, my only criticism is that it's awesome. Richard Donner summed it up. A record hound.
Hey,
Hey,
Darren.
Lisa. Richard Donner summed it up best when he said that when the John Williams song plays, the theme, he actually could hear Superman in the theme. He could actually hear it. Hearing a Man Could Fly, and it backed him up. But that whole thing with Margot Kidder and, Can You Read My Mind? To me, that was the dumbest thing. It's just my opinion. It's one of the dumbest things ever on a soundtrack.
I know that they should not have put there.
Can you read my? I even thought the sequence in the movie was kind of like. I remember being a kid being like, "Can we get on with this movie?"
Yeah.
They just took it to a new weird. It was weird. That's all I got to say. The reason why I was looking for my version when you were talking. The reason why I gave you that was because I got the new Mondo version. Mondo's a label that that reissues soundtracks, and had really cool artwork on it and everything. I didn't need two, so I gave you that one. Also, speaking of Superman, they just came out with a new 4K box set that just came out as of May 9th or something like that of this month. I didn't get it because, one, the version of Superman that's on there for the movie itself is the same one that I have on 4K already. I'm like, so I don't need to get that. And I didn't know how great it would be to have Superman 3 and 4, especially in 4K. So yeah, they kind of the packaging looks awesome. They made it like comic books and stuff, but the movie, the way they put it together with the movies they selected, I didn't look like anything I would get. I mean, I might contradict myself if I find it on sale, but that'd be about it.
Mm-hmm. Darren, I love you, my man, but if you have an issue with Lisa, do it outside of the chat, okay? No drama here, please. I'm trying to run a show. Thank you. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying. See, I'm getting better at what I do. At the beginning, I was shy and nervous to do all this stuff, but a year later, I know what I'm doing.
Hey, James, I just noticed something. Looking at my, because I'm on StreamYard, I can see myself and I can see the camera.
Yeah.
Doesn't that chair look empty?
Yeah, it does.
It used to be there all the time, right?
Uh-huh.
My cat Spock, who passed away on Friday. I just noticed that. And what's really cool is that I just realized that I can probably go back in my old videos and look, and I bet there's Spock jumping in. Remember Spock would jump in and out of the videos all the time. So it'd be kind of cool to go back and look at some of those. Sorry, I went on a tangent.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. So your turn now.
Okay, the stupidest soundtrack and stupidest movie ever, in my opinion, is this movie right here.
Rapping.
It's a canon movie starring Mario Van Peebles, and I don't know what kind of rap they're talking about, but I mean, Force MDs is on here, a few decent groups, but like, I mean, they have a rap on here where he's like, "Yellow is the color of the sun. Yellow is the color that is really fun." And it's one of the in the movie too is just really, really lame. They basically what they tried to do when they made this movie was they tried to make break-in into rap, and it just didn't. It just fell on its face big time. And I could have sworn to the guy that plays. Hold on, Mario Van Peebles. The name's not ringing a bell, but I know the guy that plays like the bad guy in this one is he's been in a bunch of stuff also. Yeah, that's the soundtrack to Rap, and it was so bad when I found this at a record store, I had to pick it up.
Just for nostalgic sake.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see what I've got now. Okay, next up we have. Actually, this is a two. Wait, no, that's the next one. Okay, next one up. You knew there was going to be some Beatles in here somewhere.
I find it interesting. It's the ones I gave you.
You knew this was going to be some Beatles in here.
Of course.
And there's going to be more after, too. We have A Hard Day's Night on the United Artists Records.
The American pressing.
Yeah, with the... now I just got to get the UK pressing of it. And here's the United Artists. I'm not going to take it out of the thing, the sleeve, because sometimes I get frustrated trying to put them back in, but I'll just try to show you the back as best I can without taking it out.
Yeah, what makes that soundtrack really cool to me is that it has the instrumentals and stuff that were in the movie itself, which I mean, the movie's phenomenal. And what makes it even better is it actually has the orchestral music on there as well as the Beatles hits. So that makes it a really good sound. That makes a good version to have. I'm surprised they have not. Who knows with the Beatles, but I'm surprised they have not released that commercially. I know they think they did with the U.S. releases on CD. They released it again and remastered it, but I mean, like on vinyl. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. And
but
my all-time favorite song on there is "I Should Known Better."
Mine is yeah, mine probably should have known better. Also, yeah.
Like that scene in the or they're in the with the girls and they're playing cards and then they start singing that.
My grandfather, he's very clean.
But the scene in the movie that always cracks me up is when they're on stage and they're playing, and then the grandfather comes up to the stage, and then Paul kicks him off.
I love their answers in the interviews. That's one of my favorite parts of the film. You know, how do you get to the U.S.? You take a right at Greenland, things like that. You know,
are you a mocker? Or something.
Are you a mod or a rocker? I'm a mucker. Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny, James, is that in my opinion, though, the guy that directed that movie, Richard Lester, he killed Superman 2 as far as I was concerned, especially once I saw the Richard Donner version. I was like, that he did. And then even Superman 3, he killed it as well. As far as like Help and Hard Day's Night were awesome, but the comic books is just not his genre.
No.
Would you agree?
Oh, yeah. Now, J.J. Abrams had been around at the time. It might have been better.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice that Richard Donner was able to go back and redo the movie again. So that was cool. But I mean, he still ended it stupidly. But other than that, I didn't have any problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he ended it with that, you know, Superman with it like going round and round and round and round the earth. And that's how he ended his version again with it. So, like, you know, I'm sorry, you just can't reverse time. It just doesn't seem logical that you could reverse time by going around the earth, you know, and moving it. You know, all you do is move the earth. You don't. It doesn't really sound like it would logically put you back in time.
Well, I guess Superman has the powers to do that.
I guess he does. Especially, I guess Richard Donner loves it.
Yeah.
The next soundtrack I pick.
All right, let me make it big. First time I gotta manually do everything myself, but
now I have a question for you, James.
Okay.
Did you ever think that Adrian Zmed, you know, from TJ Hooker, could ever be on a soundtrack? Well, he is. He's on the Bachelor Party soundtrack.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yes. My favorite line from this movie is, excuse me, guys, I don't usually like my filth this clean. Because when they mess with the porno movies, it's like he's got Tom Hanks is. What's so awesome with this film is that it's not the greatest film in the world, but Tom Hanks like holds it together. You know, because he's such a good actor, and that's what makes it fun. But yeah, if you go to the soundtrack here, they have the song that was played in the movie Big Time called "Why Do Good Girls Like Bad Boys." Then Oingo Boingo has like 2 songs on the soundtrack, and then right here it's called "Little Demon" by Adrian Zmed. Is right on the soundtrack. So,
oh wow,
all you TJ Hooker fans, there you go. Not only was Adrian Zmed dancing with hookers, but he was also on TJ Hooker. So. Not to mention Tawny Katane is sizzling in this movie.
Wow. All right, we're on to the next one. Here we go.
That would be you.
Yeah, that would be me. All right, the next one is. Okay, this is going to be 2 in 1.
Okay.
First, we have the UK pressing of Help. And there's the lads on the back. And my favorite song on here is I Need You. I love that guitar by George Harrison. And it's on Parlophone.
Hey, You Gotta Hide Your Love Away is my favorite.
Yeah, that one's good too. And next up we have, which was St. George gave me. This is the first press
Oh
Hey,
wow.
Star Trekker, of Help, the American version, US one. And it's on Rainbow Capital, and it's a gatefold. There's the lads on the back. There's the gatefold. I'll just put it there because I'm not gonna I'll put them back in their slips later on. I don't want to slow down the stream here.
You're fine.
So now I've got both the UK and the US pressing, and that's the first pressing.
That's awesome. Mine's an
The
original
night before
UK,
is good.
Mine's an original UK mastering of that I got from no, never mind. Mine's that's Yellow Submarine. I got the same pressing of the UK that you have.
Oh, cool. All right, so
I got confused. I was thinking of Yellow Submarine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now the next one I want to show. Hey, James, can we play a track that I know is public domain? If I give you the link?
I guess we could.
It's the one song missing off this soundtrack.
Darren, please no drama tonight. I don't want my anxiety streaming up me. Okay? That doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean.
So yeah. Whenever I'll let you know, James, when to play that. Okay. Here's the soundtrack that I picked.
Okay. Ooh.
Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. As we all know, this is of all the Star Treks, this is the biggest box office hit of all the Star Trek movies. Little fun fact for people is that on the VHS version of this movie came the trailer for Next Generation. That was the first time the public actually got to see what Next Generation was coming and what it was actually going to be like. It was on the videotape for this particular movie when it came on VHS. I love the whale song stuff that is on this one. This particular one is Leonard Rosenman does the soundtrack. But if you go through all the cuts, you'll notice there's one song missing. And the song that is missing is the punk song. And that punk song, to give people a little background on the punk song, if people remember the scene on the bus when the guy is playing a really loud punk music, and William Shatner or Kirk tells him, stop that damn noise. And finally Spock, stops it by giving him the Vulcan grip, and then he passes out. That guy was actually one of the writers of the movie that they gave him the part of the film, and he actually just went on the side and made that tune for the movie. So that's what I was saying before, James, that it's public domain. It was never like released. It's just that people, I think, they actually grab it from the movie.
Mm-hmm. So is this what's in the private chat?
Yeah, let's play it for people to bring back memories.
This is not going to bring copyright strikes to me?
It's public domain.
All right, hold on. I'm getting a message on Facebook from Lisa. Hold on. Sorry, folks. A little side plot going on here. Before I play this, I just got to talk to Darren for a sec. Give me a second here. Oh, wait. I got to go back to the comments first. All right.
For people wondering what I'm playing in the background, that is drive-in movie cartoons. Those are the cartoons they play when you went to like a double or triple feature at a drive-in back in the 50s and 60s. Those are the cartoons and commercials and everything else that they would play. It's a 4-hour loop that I have of all of them.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Darren, don't leave. Just keep your issues with Lisa out of my stream, okay? Don't do it here. I still like you. You're still my friend. I still love you and Lisa, okay? Just don't do it here. Don't leave. I want you to stay. You're a good part of my streams too. Just because you have an issue with Lisa doesn't mean you got to start it up in my stream, okay? I'm trying to run a nice stream here. We're doing very well, and then you got to start doing this. Uh-uh. I love you, Darren. You're my friend, but please stop. Grow up and just oh. You know what? We're just gonna continue with the stream. I'm not gonna get stressed out over this. All right.
Focus on me, James.
Okay. All right. Let's play this thing. I hope this doesn't take us down.
Oh. Why don't you make it small while you play it, if you can.
Oh, it's 1 minute and 50 seconds. Okay, short. All right, hold on. I gotta share the screen. I gotta come back here first. Where am I going? Okay. Share the screen. Share. Whoops, that would help. Okay, here we go.
Just where in the future, the things we've done and said, like to push the button, we'd be better off dead. 'Cause I hate you, and I
remember the song.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to you.
Oh, Gremlins. Oh, that's
so
from.
The only choice we're given is how many megatons. And I eschew you, and I say screw you, and I hope you're blue too. We're all bloody worthless, just greedy human scum. The numbers all add up to a negative sum. 'Cause I hate you, and I hate you, and I hate you too. But where is the future? The things we've done is bad. Like to push the button, we'd be better off dead. 'Cause I hate you, and I berate you, and I can't wait to get to you. The sins of all the fathers, we come to all his sons. The only
What's interesting about this song, guys, is that he wrote this. He's just a writer on the set. He wrote this for Leonard Nimoy.
Okay, I want
They cut
to
it off
stop
when he said.
because
They cut it
I
off.
don't
I
wanna
think when he
take-
said, "Blow it out of fucking hell."
I don't want to risk it.
That's fine. But on a side note, James, remember that song? Remember it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that song.
It's not on the soundtrack. That should be on the soundtrack. So, what's your next soundtrack, James?
Okay, hold on. Lisa's texting me again. All right, here we go. I'm not going to let that Darren get to me. I love Darren, but, anyway. What's next? What is next? We have a very classic soundtrack. I bet you're going to love this one.
Bippity boppity boop.
No bibbity bobbity boo. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Da-da, dun, 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 dun. Here we go. 2001: A Space Odyssey. This is one of the most amazing soundtracks ever.
I would agree.
But there's one weird piece of music on here that's really creepy too. Oh yeah, there's a gatefold. It's on NPM Records, and here's the back. And the thing I'm talking about, where it goes, You know when they do all that creepy oohs and ahs?
Mm-hmm.
All that always sends chills up my spine every time I see that scene in the movie or hear it on the soundtrack. But
Yeah,
it's cool.
Scott Dog has a good point. This is also the Elvis song, James.
Yeah. What are you doing, Dave?
There's Bowman and Poole.
This scene here where they're playing the Blue Danube, when it goes da 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 da, and you see the thing spinning around. That's so cool.
So an interesting fun fact that was in the Kubrick documentary about that soundtrack is that they actually hired some guy to do a full original score for that movie. And Kubrick, being the eccentric weirdo that he is, he changed it at the last minute. Like they were driving the theater and he insisted that the soundtrack be changed. And he changed it to the classical music, which was awesome that he did that. But it's just, can you imagine how disappointed you would be if you spent all that time writing a whole soundtrack and then he still got paid, and then never got released or no one ever heard it? I always said they should go back and do an edit with that original music and just give us an idea of what it would sound like.
Hold on. Yeah, it's a great soundtrack, and the special effects for that film, I'd love to know if there's a making of, because I'd love to know how they did half the stuff they did. But you know what? I'd love how it goes from the apes when he throws the bone up into the air, and then you just see all the far reaches of space.
So the next one I chose for my soundtrack is Meatballs.
I love that movie.
Me too. I'd like to thank Jeffrey Corbin, who run the Mystery Meat Contest, who guessed some kind of beef. All those announcements and stuff like that. And I was on here like the orchestra singing "Are You Ready for the Summer?" It was also one of the first soundtracks to ever actually put quotes from the movie on the soundtrack itself. So there's actually you hear like Rudy and Tripper talking. This also has "Making It On" by David Naughton, who we know from American Werewolf in London, and was also the Dr. Pepper guy. And also Rick Dees did a lot of that, like that whole tune that just goes "Meatballs." That's all Rick Dees, the DJ who did Disco Duck. So kind of like when they made the soundtrack, I don't think they were taking it very seriously, but it's still fun. Even the CIT song is one of my favorites. And cool. And James, they shot the entire movie in Canada.
Yeah, I know. Excuse me. All right, my turn. Let's see what's gonna be next. What is next?
I did not Trekker. I was just answering Trekker's question.
Oh,
I didn't like Eyes Wide Shut.
Next is a classic. This one I love, with the little lemon twist. Beverly Hills Cop. I remember you sent me this.
I did.
And what I remember about this movie is, well, when I saw this in the theater with my dad, that was the first Eddie Murphy movie I ever saw in the theater. And
I think it was mine too.
I got this for my birthday, and I remember this record lying on the kitchen table where I eat my breakfast when I was in high school. I always remember this lying flat like this, and I saw it there. I was like, "Wow!" I sound like Arnold. Wow! And it's on MCA Records.
Yeah.
And I always loved the Neutron Dance. And I love Axel F.
Yeah, and then you also have Glenn Frey on there, which he's awesome too. And then two Patti. I'm not a huge Patti LaBelle fan. Just like I listen to her music on a regular basis, but the two songs, "New Attitude" and "Stir It Up," I mean, they played that when he was going through Beverly Hills, which is kind of funny that people from California know that movie makes the Rodeo Drive seem like it goes on forever, but it really doesn't. And that whole scene, I mean, it got me like humming that tune for weeks after I saw them, even just after I saw the movie. That they did a really good job in that movie of selling the soundtrack.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's your turn now.
Yes, it is.
All right, let me make you big. Make you big, make you big.
Next one I picked is the Karate Kid soundtrack.
Oh, with the pan flute. I love that.
Yep. This was on the Casablanca label. And hold on, get the record out of here.
Mm.
Here's the back.
Mm. Oh,
And
Elizabeth Shue looks so cute there.
and this has like Moment of Truth on here was one. And now some of these songs with kind of culty taking over, I mean, with kind of a cult that kind of being more of a cult movie, taking on like Young Hearts. You're the Best, of course, was rejected for Rocky and got in this movie because John Avildsen directed it, but it was originally intended for Rocky 3. Feel the Night, Tough Love. And what's even cooler, if those of you who are fans of Cobra Kai, I wish they would release them, but they've actually did different versions. Like they took Cruel Summer and they made it into like a more, they took the song Cruel Summer and they made it more like a slower ballad type of song. Then they, like Young Hearts also, they took and remastered it for that TV show. So it's it's pretty cool how they did that.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And is Cruel Summer on there?
No. I mean, look, maybe I'm not looking close enough, but I assumed it was because I thought it was on the cassette, but I don't think it's on the record.
Ah.
I could have sworn. I mean, that's how I heard it as a kid. Was on this soundtrack. So I think it was on the cassette that I had as a kid, but on the record, it didn't make it. It didn't.
Well,
maybe they had to cut it out.
Now I'm down to two albums. Well, one's a CD actually. So we're gonna go with the last album, and then I guess you have another soundtrack, and then I have my last one, but it's a CD. But I'm only showing the booklet because it's in a CD case with other CDs, so I'm not gonna pull that out. So I just pulled out the actual booklet. So at least you know I have the thing anyway. All right. Whoops. Is it my turn? Yeah, it's my turn. Okay. Almost forgot. Okay. Now, this one I showed a couple of weeks ago on my Star Wars theme stream, which Anthony had a lot of cool shit to show. So I'm sure he's got some other cool stuff to show us tonight when he's on later, because he'll be joining us on screen, hopefully. I know he loves to be up here. We have Star Wars The Last Jedi. This, I love. Anything John Williams does turns to gold. You listen to a John Williams soundtrack, you're just transported into the most beautiful world ever. And here's all the track listings on the back. And here's the gatefold. And you know the booklet, I've shown it millions of times, so I'm not going to go with the booklet, but it's on 180 gram vinyl. It's two records. So I really, really love this. But the ones I want the original Star Wars soundtrack from A New Hope, and I want Return of the Jedi and The Empire Strikes Back. But
I've shown it before, James. I have back there. I have an OG copy of Star Wars on the 20th Century label. Yeah, and it's really cool because it actually comes with a order form for Star Wars merchandise.
Ah, all right. I'll make you big. You're
right.
Up next.
Then after this one, I'm going to go to stupid, but good but stupid. Is Disorderlies.
I remember that movie.
Yeah, with the Fat Boys.
Yeah.
The Fat Boys were the beatboxing guys. They also did Mason's favorite Beach Boy song with him called Wipeout. It's an old joke. He hates that song, so that's why I'm just giving him a hard time. But yeah, on here is Bananarama, Latin Rascals, Cash Flow. Bon Jovi is actually on this as well. Art of Noise. So it kind of gives you an idea. The Bon Jovi song that is on here, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, Edge of a Broken Heart is on here.
Yeah,
the movie is stupid as all can be. It's probably one of the. I mean, if that year it came out, it made everyone's like Razzie and worst list possible. But the soundtrack's still fun, and the Fat Boys are, in my opinion, they're just fun fluff. I think people try to take them too seriously and try to rip on them. I just thought they were fun fluff. They were the originators, or they weren't doing it originally, but they founded the human beatbox, they just. I thought they were pretty. I liked how they just stood for who they were. They had a really stupid song on the Crush Groove soundtrack too called "All You Can Eat at a Restaurant." They were all you can eating at a restaurant that you can't all you can eat at, but that was funny. In Crush Groove, James, they go to a restaurant. You might have heard of it in the malls called Sparrow, the pizza place. Well, they go there and they do an all you can eat. I've been going to Sparrow my whole life. I've never heard of an all you can eat.
Wow. Well, now my last album. We're going back to Beatles again, but it's not the Beatles actually. It's just one person, and you know who he is. Imagine John
I almost
Lennon.
showed that record.
What?
I have that on vinyl. I almost showed it. I just didn't put it in my pile.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but I have it on CD. But this is from Wasega George, and here's John on the back, and here's some pictures inside. I love how at the beginning, all the little girls and boys, and how the drawing just comes animated onto the screen, and then you got all the track listings here.
James, here's something funny. When I was 11 years old, I was in the hospital for a surgery, just quickie surgery, and I went to my parents left me my boombox and my tapes, and I told the nurse, I told the nurse that I have the Blue album on cassette, I have the Red album on cassette, and I have Imagine, so I have all the Beatles stuff, and she just started laughing at me.
Wow. So here's some pictures from the movie, which I still have to finish on Plex. I was watching it. I have it on DVD, but you just had it there, and I felt like watching it. But it started buffering in the scene where John and Yoko are reconciled and they're making love and stuff.
Yeah, Imagine's an amazing movie, I think, for a documentary, and really, well done and everything else. I don't understand why he couldn't have made it just as good a movie for Elvis. The one he made for Elvis was a piece of crap.
I love the shot of John right here.
Oh, me too. That's one of my grails I want is a good copy of Rock and Roll.
And so that concludes my soundtracks.
I'll go here in a minute. One thing, James, about that soundtrack we can talk about here. In my opinion, as popular as it was, and maybe I'm going against the grain, but I think on there, the version of Real Love that he sings is far better than the one he did with the Beatles, or that when they remastered it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Because I remember when they released Real Love, I was like, "This is on the Imagine soundtrack," and they play it in the opening of the movie. It's awesome, and I just thought that the version that they came up with, to add drums and stuff to it, really killed it. The next one, I thought I should show just because of what's going on, so I'll show them together.
All right, I'll make it big. Mad
Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Well, that was my Tina Turner theme on Sunday, so this kind of makes up for that now.
I thought she was the best part of this really bad movie. So
it's a weird movie.
Take it for what you will. I overall, I didn't think it was that great of a film, but I thought she actually did a phenomenal job as the bad woman. And then the other one that she's on also. It's stuck in here.
Tommy as the Acid Queen.
Oh.
Oops, I almost knocked my
Here's
record
Tommy.
over. I better move these over here. Whoa, almost fell off my chair. Okay. Oh, that's cool. What song does she sing on there?
Acid Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought overall it was just a wild, zany, fun ride, kind of like Head.
Yeah. Well, we got our Tina Turner fix there.
And the last one I saved for you, James.
All right.
I don't know why I have it in such a crappy case, but I do. I saved this one for you to show.
That's the album I need on vinyl. I want that so bad because it has my favorite version of Wanderlust on there.
I found this at a rummage sale up the street for $1.
Wow.
The people up the street, they're a garbage collecting company, or like you have your junk and they come and take it, like your big shit.
Yeah.
and they run sales of their stuff that they collect to try to make money. And they just had these. What they do with the records is they just stick them all in a bin and say they were for $1. And I got this version, and it was in phenomenal condition.
Wow.
And I mean, like, they don't care. Like, every album's $1. They're not going to. They don't have time, nor do they want to sit there and, like, you know, price them out and see that, you know, this is this price. They don't want to do that. They just, you know, this is what it is. So here's the gatefold that people want to see.
Oh man, I had that on cassette back in the day, but I lost it. I played the shit out of that thing, man.
I like the movie. I didn't think I think they panned it way too bad. But the best part is still, I have to, you know, the soundtrack. You know, No More Lonely Nights, Good Day Sunshine, Yesterday, Here, There, Everywhere, Silly Love Songs. Again, they put No More Lonely Nights again. Eleanor Rigby. So I think it's a really good soundtrack as well.
That's one I want on vinyl, but will I ever find it? I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, with the Beatles, you have to hold out hope because, you know, with the Beatles is one of those groups, they re-release shit all the time. So,
well, you know the one I'm looking for.
Which one?
Revolver, UK pressing, stereo, Parlophone. That's my second holy grail I got to get. Now we move. I might as well leave you big because we're moving on now to the movies.
Yep. Which one?
And I'm going to say the best one that I found in the wild for last. I don't want to just jump onto that one right away. I want to make you sweat a bit and think, which one is it?
Okay, the first one I'm going to show you. This is what has me pissed off about the Superman box set that just came out. This is Superman, but the extended cut. James, do you remember that, like, when you watched Superman on TV as a kid? Remember they put it in 2 parts that one time, but you notice all these extra scenes that were not in the theatrical version that you saw. They've now put that television version on Blu-ray, and that's the top one.
I want that.
And so you can actually watch the whole 3-hour plus version.
Because there's one scene that's not in the original movie where you hear growling and you hear Lex say to Otis,
that's in here.
Did you feed the babies? No, not today, Mr. Luthor. Otis, please feed the babies.
Yeah. And then also when they do the whole cold and hot thing when he's going through the tunnel, just a whole bunch of different scenes. Also with the Fortress of Solitude and other stuff that they added. It's a really, really good version. You can only get it on Blu-ray and pretty much through mail. Like you would not. I mean, okay, that population at Best Buy is getting less and less, but I'm just saying it only came out this is released just for fans.
Oh, I want that. I gotta get that. Can I get that on Amazon?
Why couldn't they made this version on 4K?
Yeah, that would have been cool. Well, I don't have 4K, so it doesn't really do much for me. Lisa, never show me that Across the Universe vinyl because I'm probably going to cry and want it. All right, so now it's my turn. Here we go. My turn. Okay, the first one this is a classic. And before I show it, do you remember this? What am I doing?
Don't know. Whipping?
Be excellent to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah. That's the best one. The newer one they made wasn't that good.
This movie is so good. And I like when they get Socrates and they call him Socrates.
Yeah, my dad loved that part.
And when Napoleon goes to the ice cream place, Ziggy Piggy. and Joan of Arc when she's doing the aerobics and Beethoven's playing with the keyboards.
I remember my first opportunity to see that movie. I threw a fit, an only child fit, and I said, I want to go see The Fly 2. I don't want to see that movie. And so I turned it down. It wasn't until later when it came on video that I actually saw it.
This movie is fantastic. Remember when they had problems going through the time with the booth? And they said, "Oh my God, there's a problem. Wait, we got to figure out what's going on with the booth." And they had too many people hanging out of the phone booth. And they're going through time. Put them in the Iron Maiden. Excellent. All right, now let's switch over to you. Do 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 do. Oops. Okay, I gotta kick myself out. There we go. Put you
The
back
next
up.
one I grab is my favorite Hitchcock film,
All right.
Rope.
Nice.
People may not know this, but it's only has like 2 or 3 cuts in the entire movie. He shot it all to look like one long pan. That was his goal, was to shoot it in one actual long pan. To me, the suspense is just amazing that they create in this film in this really small world, because they're only in a kitchen and then an apartment, and it's about
Uh-oh.
to
What
see if they can
happened?
get away with it. And they kill him with a rope, and then they take his body and they put it in a trunk. And then the one guy gets a sick idea with the body in the trunk. He has a party and they all eat off the trunk that the body is in. So,
Oh my God.
it's a great
All
movie. Have you ever heard of the actor Hume Cronyn?
Mm-hmm.
The Jimmy Stewart's in that. Hume Cronyn wrote it.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
And now the next one. This is another classic. Don't disturb him. He's just that tired. Let's take his car. He won't be needing it. Commando, Schwarzenegger.
Yes. Let's party.
I love this movie. Jenny.
If you go into Plex, James, under alternate versions, I have the extended cut on there.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Well, what's different about it?
A lot of the scenes are just longer.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
This movie is fantastic. There's even a director's cut of it on Blu-ray, but I can't find it.
Yeah, that's
This
the
is
version
just-
I have out there.
This is the theatrical cut. You can't go wrong with a Schwarzenegger film, and this one is one of his best from 1985. So, Commando, people. All right, let's make you big. And I think I'm gonna like my next one after.
Okay. The next one I'm going to show is Marty Feldman's In God We Trust.
I've never heard of that one.
He plays a monk, and it really pokes fun at religion and organized religion and everything. It's also with Peter Boyle and Richard Pryor. It's kind of a rare. It was kind of funny is I remember it was on the movie channel constantly when in 80, 81. And then it kind of went into obscurity, and now they brought it back to Blu-ray. So it's,
I will let Anthony. Once we finish our little top 10 thing, then we're going to bring you up. Now, this next one is a classic from 1981, and it's a fantasy kind of thing. It's a legend. I should have brought all the legend ones out, but I didn't think of it. But that would take too long to show them all. But this one, I think, presents King Arthur as one of the best ever epic movies ever made. Excalibur.
oh wow, yeah. Patrick Stewart's in that.
Yeah. And Liam Neeson has a little small part in it too. I just absolutely love this movie. Okay, it's a little cheesy in scenes, but it's fantastic. Like I just can't say enough about this film.
I just never heard of the Golden Boy part in the original Legend, but it was fine.
But this movie is fantastic. Oh, I love this movie, and it lasts 2 hours and 21 minutes.
Yeah, when it's kind of weird to say that, James. When In God We Trust was on the movie channel in the early '80s, and when my parents first got cable, that one was also aired about. They were both airing at the same time around that same period. The next one I'm going to show is
All right,
Hidden
hold on.
Fortress.
Okay, let me make it big, 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 big.
It's a Japanese samurai film.
And you froze. Uh-oh. He froze, ladies and gentlemen.
I should be back now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is Star Wars. basically the story. There's two peasants in here, and you can almost relate them to R2D2 and C. It's a story you can in the Samurais. You can actually see the Luke's character, the princess is in here, and you can also see the Han Solo character as well.
Oh wow!
So you can really see the similarities to Star Wars when you watch this film. It's all in Japanese. It's Akira Kurosawa. It's a great story. They're basically the peasant. They're trying to move gold from one spot to another, as opposed to the story. It's a great movie.
Cool. Yeah, your internet's getting a little wonky there.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Now, this next one, I just showed the soundtrack for this one. Can you take a guess what it might be?
No. Help or Hard Day's Night? Oh, Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah. Yeah, I found it at our Giant Tiger for $9. I said, "Oh, I can't pass it up." I was trying to find Beverly Hills Cop 2 and 3, but they didn't have them. I was like, "Shit." Oh well, but I found this one. It's got lots of special features in here, but it's so small I can't even read it. But the first one's always the best. I just don't like it being plain. I wish it had something nicer on the picture here, you know?
Yeah.
But this movie, well, every time I watch it, I laugh my ass off. Especially the scene where they go to that place and he goes, "Would you like a little lemon twist?" Remember that scene?
Yeah.
That scene, that guy always cracks me up. He was on
Bronson Pinchot.
Yeah, he was on. Was he Balky?
Yeah, I'm Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, that this movie is so good. And when they go to the strip joint, do you think I'm a nasty girl?
My version I have, it's in the other room, is signed by Ronnie Cox. He played Lieutenant Bogomil. Of all places, James, it was really weird. Of all places was in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, which is, if you look at Wisconsin this way, the thumb of Wisconsin, they call it, it's called Door County. It's like a tourist spot. And he was up there visiting, and he gave a talk on deliverance. And I had a chance, I brought him my copy of Total Recall, and I brought him my copy of Beverly Hills Cop, and he signed them both for me and personalized them. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you're up.
The next one I'm going to show is I'll show two old stuff and then I'll
I wish I did have Coming to America. I love that movie.
Yeah, I have it on 4K.
My favorite part in Coming to America, before you go on, is like when he's out there on his balcony. "Good morning, my neighbors," and they go, "Fuck you." "Yes, fuck you too."
At the meetings I go to, we always pass a basket around to help pay for rent and whatever for the room. And every time that basket goes around, I always keep thinking of the scene with the chicken bone. I want to throw a chicken bone in the basket.
Yeah.
Next one I picked is The Sure Thing. This is with
That's a
John
great
Cusack
movie.
and Daphne Zwinga, as well as Anthony Edwards is in here also as a small part. Also was directed by Rob Reiner and was produced by Henry Winkler. It's one of those more real love stories. Oh yeah, Tim Robbins is in this movie also. It's where he got one of his early roles that he did. It's a great comedy. John Cusack is amazing in this film. And some of the lines in this I still quote to this day. Like, you know, I always ask people questions like, who invented liquid soap and why? That's from this movie. His rants and everything are just incredible. So this is probably my favorite romantic film of all time. And probably, you know, I just think it's one of those films that's so simple, it's just so well put together. So that's The Sure Thing. And not to mention, she's pretty good to look at.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's eye candy, and I know AGK's drooling right now. All right, here we go. Now this one is a classic, and this one comes from 1990.
Oh wow!
And it won Best Picture. So this one is a sweeping epic, and this is the director's cut. 3 hours and 54 minutes, almost 4 hours. And I just absolutely love this film. And the buffalo hunt scene, breathtaking cinematography. Wow.
Tumani Tutanka.
Oachi, Dances with Wolves.
Yep.
One of the best westerns of the 1990s, in my opinion.
Unforgiven's good too.
Yeah, but this movie blew my mind when I first saw it. Like when the Indians started to come into the picture, I thought it was just beautiful how he became friends with them and they made him part of the tribe. When he tries to remember when he's trying to flirt with stands with a fist, he says, I'm in mourning. And I love the scene where he's trying to tell him about Tatanka, Tatanka. And he's like this, Tatanka, Tatanka. But the extended version is even better than the theatrical because there's a scene where you see all the Indian ladies and kids making dolls. There's some other added scenes in here that are so breathtaking, but my favorite scene is the buffalo hunt, where they're just going across the prairies and everything. It like that widescreen shot. It's just beautiful, and the music by John Barry. Well, who did the music? John Barry, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sir, I've just pissed in my pants, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Remember that? I just love this movie so much. And the next one, you're going to freak out. Oh, and AGK, you're going to love what's coming up next. All right, your turn.
Like I said, I went old school for my last two. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. It's just an incredible film with Frank Capra and Jimmy Stewart. He holds a filibuster in the Senate that goes on for hours, a day, almost a day, I think, or a day or more, to try to get a Boy Scout thing funded that they were turning down. And it's just his performance in here every time just blows me away.
Wow. Now this next one is a classic from 1982. What could it be, ladies and gentlemen? What could it be?
E.T.
Nope.
Gandhi.
Nope.
Tootsie.
The theme song was sung by David Bowie. Cat People.
Oh, you finally got it. Or no, you want the soundtrack is what you wanted.
Yeah, I want the soundtrack. This is the movie. But stupid me, I should have got the 4K version because, well, I don't have 4K, but I had the Blu-ray and it had audio commentary. This is a collector's edition version of it. You'd think they would put the audio commentary on it because I want the audio commentary. So now, if it goes down in price, I got a double dip. Even if I have to get the 4K, so I can get the other one.
Well, you can play a 4K in a standard Blu-ray. You just won't get the resolution.
I tried playing it because I have the doors on 4K, but it won't work. It won't read the disc.
Oh, okay.
But I have the DVD in there, so. But this movie is great, and Giorgio Moroder. I love this. I love the soundtrack in this film. So good, very erotic film. But you know what? Even when there's no dialogue, the music is just fantastic. Like the leopard tree dream when she's on the train and she's sleeping, and then she walks into that room and you see all the red sand, and Malcolm McDowell's telling the story of the tribe and all that. I think that scene is very well done. Very good movie, Cat People. All right, next up is JJ.
I grabbed a box set for my last one just because I didn't want to separate it out.
Yeah, because I have how many do I have left? I have 4 more. So after this, I'll do the 4.
I remember this came out when this was released. I forget the exact year, but it was released on my birthday. I remember that. I remember going to the store to pick up my copy. It was exciting because it was also my birthday present. It's there's 2 box sets. The other one's behind me over by if I move that. There you go. See it? There's the other one. But this one has most of my favorite films by him, which is Modern Times, which is brilliant. The Great Dictator, Gold Rush, and Limelight with him and Buster Keaton. Modern Times is probably the one I wanted to focus in on the most. Modern Times, it was done in an era, people may not know this, but because they assume everything with Charlie Chaplin was silent, and he was, because he didn't want the tramp to talk yet. But at the time Modern Times released, there were talkies out at the time. So he released this film as a silent film just because that's how he wanted it, how he wanted it done. And there's a picture of him on that, and it just basically tells the whole story of labor and what they have to actually go through with all the work, the Industrial Revolution that was taking place in the factories and everything.
I remember that movie because I watched it on Plex.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. And the best part in the movie, if people haven't seen it, is in the end of the movie, towards the end of the film, he does a song, and where he's like at a restaurant, and he's the entertainment for the song. And what he did for that to be creative was he actually sung the song, but did it in gibberish, so that it would still hold to the whole silent aspect of the entire movie. And according to the documentaries and different stuff that you've seen on Modern Times, it pretty much caused a divorce with his wife, and he was just so into it. And the thing about Chaplin that people don't realize, why I'm so impressed as a film buff about him, is that he wrote, directed, produced, edited, and scored his own movies. Now, I don't know of any filmmakers that do that. So that was pretty remarkable.
Hold on. Oh, everybody's just popping up on Facebook here. Okay, now I have 4 movies left, so I'm going to go all through these. And I think you're going to like this next one, JJ. And I showed the soundtrack for this one, too. I love this movie. The special effects for the time for 1968 are just fantastic in this movie. 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, 2001 is great.
Yeah, 2 hours and 28 minutes. I mean, and the Star Child, I don't understand what the Star Child part is all about. Do you?
No.
See, I like when it has a picture on the actual disc itself, but this movie is really, really well done. And next up, we have a comedy from the 70s. This movie, I always bust a gut. Slapshot, Paul Newman.
That is an awesome movie.
With the French hockey player.
Yeah.
And the scene when they're supposed to start the game, and then both teams come out and start beating the shit out of each other. This movie cracks me up every time. A true classic, and all in every word. 2 hours and 3 minutes of pure comedy. I just love this movie, Slapshot. But it's just a little plain cover. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Now next up, this is one of my all-time favorite Jim Henson's films. Christopher, hello. Yeah, you're right about that, AGK. But if maybe we should watch the audio commentary with it, and then maybe it might make more sense. So this one has.
No, he kind of leaves it open for interpretation, even with commentary.
Yeah. So this one has an actress in it, which is also in the other one that I found in the wild. So this was one of my all-time favorite Jim Henson movies from 1986. And this has the original cover art. I double dip because I have 2 copies of it, but I'm only going to show the one that I think is the best cover. And I think you're going to know what it is. Labyrinth.
It's a great movie.
And I have this on VHS, and that VHS copy I have is out of print. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we got Jennifer Connelly. You're going to see her again. And it's going to be right up AGK's alley. And I think he's going to know why I'm saying that. The next one after this. There's the back. Oh, hello. There you go. Make yourself up. There's Charlie Bear. You'll want him. And this is my all-time favorite character, Sir Didymus, and his dog Ambrosius. Ludo, smell bad. And it's a digibook, as you can see. There's the labyrinth itself. And then we have some pictures inside, but I'm not going to go through all that because I don't want to wreck the book. And then last but not least, the one that's hard to find in stores, and I found it at my record store, Sunrise Records, back in April. I was surprised they actually had this out in the wild. It was like $24 or something, but I had to get it because I absolutely love this film, and it stars Jennifer Connelly again and Mark Wally. Now, AGK, you better close your eyes because you're going to see some boobies on the front cover. Career Opportunities. Remember this movie?
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
Where he's in a Walmart and they stay up all night, and then the robbers come in, and I like the scene where they're roller skating around the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great movie. He took the job that no one wanted and got the girl that everyone did. Look at that. Woo, 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 woo. There you go, AGK. So that's my last movie.
She's really good in Top Gun.
What?
She's really good in Top Gun.
Yeah. So we got Career Opportunities. So that concludes our little soundtrack and movie portion of the show. So now what I'm going to do for you, AGK, and Christopher, if you want to come up too, you're more than welcome. I'm going to put out the link for you guys. And you can come up and join us now. And I'm looking forward to seeing what AGK's got to bring to the table. So here we go. There's the link. And Christopher, if you want to come up too, you're more than welcome. There you go. Link is out.
There we go.
Here we are. Hey, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I've come a long way since last year.
You have.
Well, Dave's taught me a lot of stuff, and so have you.
I like the going back and forth with the stuff rather than one of us just rattling it all off.
And here he is. Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
Hey, that was a long 20 minutes, buddy.
Well, we didn't think it would take that long.
An hour and a quarter later.
Well, I'm not shutting down early. I mean, we're still going to go for a while. I told you I'd get you up. I just didn't know how long this was going to take us to do that. But
It's okay. I barbecued a burger. I ate it,
well, that's good.
all that shit.
Oh, it's very late for you, Christopher. Okay. But on a Sunday, you're always welcome on the screen if you want. Always welcome.
Sorry, I was sitting on the whirlywigs that come out of my freaking maple tree.
Ah,
Yeah, I hate those. We call them helicopters, but I hate those
Yeah,
things.
the little helicopter things.
Yeah.
yeah.
I have, my maple tree above me is massive. Massive.
The neighbor that I have that produces them, it's not our tree, it's our neighbor's tree. I get upset because I got to go up there and clean out the gutters on the damn things. And I'm
You
like,
should see how many leaves I
I'm
have
like,
to
he
rake
should
up.
come over here and clean the gutters if he's going to have that fucking tree.
There's this is my maple tree. Right next to my house. It's a big fucking thing.
Have you got maple syrup out of that thing?
Yeah, we actually tapped it about 10 years ago and actually got maple syrup out of it.
Oh, wow.
My mom knew how to do it. I didn't. She boiled it and all that jazz, and we did it once. Well, Mom's gone now, so I'm not gonna. Well, I didn't know you were doing a soundtrack movie thing today. If I'd have known, I would have been better prepared.
Well, it was spur of the moment, AGK, because with my schedule with moving my kids and Mother's Day and everything else, I had a hard time popping on Sundays. So I told James, just to prove I'm not avoiding him, that I would. I said, let's do something during the week.
I forget where the camera is on this iPad. It's like way over to the side, so I'm looking over. Like, you guys are here, but I look at the
Yeah,
screen.
iPads are weird that way with
I like
live
it.
stream.
When I use the phone for you guys, I look at you guys, but with this thing, I'm like,
No, iPads put their camera in a really weird location.
Hey, Michael.
so. And all the dogs go crazy.
Who let the
Michael.
dogs out?
My dog, the neighbor's dog, the other neighbor's dog. It's just a dog war now.
Well, James, despite the bad news on Friday, I actually had good news too. Remember?
Yep.
9 months sober.
Good job, buddy.
Thank
Yeah, I'm proud of you, man.
About a month sober.
you.
But I only drink like 6 times a year, so and only beer. So there you go.
Well, it'll be a week tomorrow. I haven't touched a beer since my allergies have started because my stomach is still like me.
Last time I had a beer, I think was on my auction. I actually popped a beer during the auction, and then before that, probably New Year's Eve. Anyway, I did
Wow.
bring some soundtracks. I brought some soundtracks.
All right, I'll make you big.
So first, you want to know about the secret show or what?
Yes, the secret show. Yes.
So yeah, as you know, on Sunday, it's so weird talking to the camera, and I'm looking at the screen, and I'm over here.
Don't worry about it. Just go with it.
It's messing me up. So yeah, the secret show on Sunday. We got in there, and they didn't tell us who the band was at all. They were keeping it hush hush until they came on stage, and then the guy comes up, and there's a promoter. He's walking around in the crowd, the promoter, and I know the promoter. He promotes it. He's a promoter for a lot of bands that come to Toronto. And he was going, "Oh, it's Canadian Legend. Oh, you guys don't know? It's Canadian Legends Loverboy." And we're going, "Oh, great, Loverboy's coming on stage. Fantastic!"
Wow.
And then we had to get there. We had to get there like an hour and a half early, just because you want to get down by the stage and get a good seat and everything, right? Because it was just general admission tickets, and it was only 500 people. Period. That was it. That were allowed to come to this event. And so he goes, "Oh, it's a Canadian Loverboy." Then half an hour later, he walks by and he goes, "I was just joking with you guys earlier." He goes, "It's actually Canadian Legends, The Box." And we're all like, "Oh, wow, fantastic. It's The Box, man. What a great band. What a fantastic band, The Box." And then, a few minutes later, he walks by. He goes, "I'm still pulling your leg." He goes, "It's Haywire." So everybody's going, "Oh, it's Haywire. Yeah. And then he goes up on stage to announce the band when it's finally time for the group to come on. And he goes on the microphone and he goes, "I know I've been pulling your guy's leg all along for a while now, but it really is Haywire. So here you are, everybody, Haywire." And so the band walks out and he turns around and looks and he goes, Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not Haywire. It's actually The Box." So the Box came on and they blew the roof off the place. It was freaking amazing, man. They played for like an hour, about an hour, and then they stopped the show and they did a Q&A for half an hour where you could ask them anything you wanted. And then they played for another hour. And then afterwards, of course, I met the singer. I got some merch signed, got a T-shirt. Of course, if I'd have known the Box were there, I would have taken my vinyl Box records, But I did get this here. What happened? Weird. I got this here.
Wait, I can't see Anthony. I can't see JJ. JJ, it's all black.
He turned his camera off, maybe? Or he blocked the camera or something.
Hold on, I'm just gonna reload the page. I'm gonna jump off for a second, but I'll be right back. I just want to reload the page and see what happens. No, he's having problems. Oh, crap. Now I can't hear you, Anthony. I can't hear you. Can you guys in the chat still hear me? I can't hear you. Oh, shit. Hold on, let me reboot again. Oh, no. Sorry, guys, we're having technical difficulties. Yep, we're having problems. Oh, great. Oh, okay, here we go. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, when you left, it killed the sound on my end.
Okay. Now we're having problems. Before you show anything, Anthony, just let me go to the washroom quick, okay?
Yeah, I'll wait.
I'm holding it in for an hour. I'll be right back. Hold on.
You need to, have one of those little bedpans in your chair. Then you don't have to get up and go. And JJ's back. We'll try this all over again as soon as James gets back.
It's StreamYard because I'm going on other things and testing internet, and it's not my
StreamYard. Come on, we all know StreamYard's the shittiest streaming platform on the internet. Their technology is so far behind everybody else. It's not funny. And they're making money hand over fist, and they're not spending it on their servers or their interface or nothing.
Yeah, it's a piece of crap.
Like, compared to like something like Twitch that I stream on, which is all in freaking 4K and gorgeous sound and all the rest of it. Come on, guys. Come on, StreamYard. You're making money. But StreamYard is probably like two guys in a little shack somewhere that run a server.
Running it through their PC.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. Some of these streaming services and stuff, people think, oh, it's a big company. And no, they're two guys in a basement somewhere. Look how Facebook started.
Yeah.
Some guy in his basement, right?
Okay, there we go. Now let's make you big again. You can show your stuff.
So much stuff again. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I was saying about the show. The box came on. They blew the roof off the place. They were fantastic. And the guitarist, and if you go on my Instagram and Facebook, I just posted before I came on James' show. I posted pictures about the band and me with the band and my merch and all this stuff. You'll see it on Instagram and see it on Facebook. But the guitarist, and he was killer guitarist, came out into the audience like mid-show and handed out little boxes to two people. One was some lady over on the far side from me, and the other one was to me. So, and I love this little box. Look at the box.
Oh, that's cool.
Godzilla thing on it. And they are his guitar picks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, cool.
So he handed out two of them, and I got one of them. So I got these guitar picks. Very cool. And then after the show, I got some CDs signed by the band. And this is their latest one, their latest EP, as you can see. Lead singer Jean-Marc. They're from Quebec. They're from Montreal.
Ah, nice.
They've been around since like 1980. They got a whole string of hits. James, you would know so many of their songs.
Oh, yeah?
They're one of these Canadian bands that everybody knows their songs, and they had so many hits, but people don't realize it's the box. You know what I mean? And here's another one that was signed by them.
Cool.
And then here's one more. I didn't get this one signed because I haven't even unsealed it yet. This is a best of the box for you. Best of the box.
Ah. Wow.
Fantastic, man. So that was a nice surprise. Great band. Great show. Secret show, Secret show. So that was my secret show on Sunday.
Did you pay for the tickets to see the
And I
secret
will
show?
be. I recorded some of it, and it'll be going up on my YouTube channel in a couple of days once I edit it. So I did record about 40 minutes of the show. So
Cool.
things how you're doing soundtracks.
Yeah.
So the secret show, do you buy tickets and you just don't know what the show is?
Well, see, I went to they had a festival that ran Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I went to the Thursday one, and the concert's already on my channel now. I went to the Thursday show, which was Strange Advance, classic Canadian synth pop band, Strange Advance, with Rough Trade and Chalk Circle open for them. So I went to that show with a lady friend of mine. And then Friday night they had Toronto, Honeymoon Suite, and some other band, but I didn't go to the Friday show. And then Saturday was Information Society, Grapes of Wrath, and some Depeche Mode cover band. So it was a festival of 3 days, and all the money from the shows, everything you bought, merch, everything, the tickets, all went to Ronald McDonald House for charity. Everything. The bands donated their time, and so the whole festival, every penny of it went to Ronald McDonald's house, which is really great.
Nice.
So for people that went to any of the 3 shows, any of the 3 nights, were offered tickets to a secret show. You buy the ticket for the secret show. And the girl that I went with on Thursday messaged me on Saturday night. She goes, Anthony, you want to come to the secret show with me? And I'm like, sure, Tanya, sure. Oh, why not? Who's the band? We don't know. So yeah, so if you bought a ticket, you were offered one of these 500 tickets to the secret show.
Nice.
So that was cool. I've never been to a
Because
secret
I don't
show.
know how I'd feel about paying to go to a secret show, because if I get like ripped off, I'd be really ticked off.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's like, "What's the band? What if I don't like the band? What if they suck?" And all the promoter said was, if you liked all the bands that were playing in the festival, you'll love these guys. So that's kind
That
of
makes
the only,
sense, but
that was
you
the
can
only.
understand the animosity to be
kept
like,
it
I don't know.
Yeah, they kept it in the same vein. You know what I mean? So
Right.
And everybody was thrilled when the box came on, and these guys blew the roof off the place. They were fantastic. I've never seen them live. Fantastic, man. Holy shit. Anyhow, soundtracks.
All right,
So,
soundtracks.
I'd grab some quick. All these soundtracks I bought in May.
Okay.
This month has been soundtrack month for Anthony. I don't know. I've just been on a soundtrack kick all month. As you guys know, at the very, very beginning of the month, I bought that Godzilla box set that I showed you guys with the 15 Godzilla soundtracks in it. That
Yeah.
freaking most expensive box set I've ever bought in my entire life. But since then, I've been buying soundtracks. And so the first 3, James will know because I bought them at my own auction. But I didn't buy them from myself, obviously. Yeah. I bought them from David. Yeah, I did a video, but I put a video on my channel about this a couple of days ago. At any rate, David had this, and I needed to get this back in my library.
E.T.
We were talking about John Williams.
Yep.
E.T. First Canadian pressing on good old MCA. What is it? Where's the camera? MCA Rainbow.
Yep, you're good. You're good.
Really hard to find the camera. Yeah, E.T. So I grabbed that from David. And then next one I grabbed from David, another. I love John. I mean, I'm a big John Williams fan. I love his stuff.
Who isn't?
I love his stuff. So the next one was, of course, still in the shrink, original Canadian pressing, still in the first press, it's still in the shrink. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders. Nice.
This is in mint condition, and it's an original, still in the shrink. And
that's one I know JJ would love.
On Columbia Records.
Nice.
Still in freaking mint condition. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Classic stuff. And then this one, which both of those I used to own back in the day, but I never owned this third one back in the day.
Ooh, Temple of Doom.
I never had this one back in the day. This is on Polydor, I think. Polydor. It's got a picture inner sleeve.
Wow.
And it's on. It's got a custom label.
Ah.
And it's also a gatefold. And it's in beautiful condition. There's the back.
Wow.
There's the gatefold.
I love that.
Yeah, gorgeous, huh? I haven't had a chance to spin any of this stuff yet. I've only gotten through 5 of the 15 albums in my Godzilla box set. I still got a shitload to go.
Still a long way to go.
And then last one I got from David. You know, you were talking about the story of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Record.
Oh, we lost JJ again. The story of Tron.
The story of Tron.
Wow.
With actual dialogue, music, and sound effects from the film. Who narrates this? I think it says somewhere on here, narration. Yes, it's like the story of Star Wars, but it's the story of Tron on that fabulous Disneyland record label.
It's amazing.
Does it say who does it? Narrated by Chuck Riley.
Oh. Don't know him.
Be interesting to hear because it's got the Tron music and stuff. It's very much like the story of Star Wars one. but it's pretty rare actually. This one's pretty rare. Story of Tron.
I like that.
So that was the things I bought at my own auction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I bought them for myself.
So that's all your soundtracks?
No, God, no.
Oh, there's some more.
Yeah. Now
Oh,
all
there's
this other
more to
stuff,
show. Okay, cool.
all these other ones I'm going to show you, I bought brand new this month. I went crazy this month on soundtracks.
Hey, Eddie. JJ's having some internet issues. He'll be back.
I bought a crap load. I can't remember if I showed these ones. I showed you guys the box set, right? The Godzilla box set. Though I didn't show it in detail, right?
Uh-huh.
But did I show these ones or not? I can't remember. I got these ones after I got the Godzilla box set, because the Godzilla box set only goes from 1954 to 1974. It's the Showa era Godzilla films.
Okay.
But then, of course, Godzilla returned in the 80s for a few films, and then there was a big Godzilla revival in the 90s where they made a whole whack of some of the best Godzilla movies ever in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So after that box set, I searched out some Godzilla, and I picked this one up, and this is on Mondo Records, and I love Mondo Records. This is Death Waltz Records, which is a division of Mondo. This is from the 1996 film Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. I can't remember if I showed this or not.
I don't think you did.
I don't
Maybe
think I
you
did.
but I don't remember.
I got these after I got the Godzilla box set, because the Godzilla box set has 15 albums, the first 15 films. Now this one jumps ahead to the 90s. This is Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. And I can open this one up. It's a gatefold. Got to take the OB strip off. It's a gatefold.
Nice.
Very cool. And it's a 2 LP. And it's on what's called Eco Vinyl.
Oh, cool.
And what Eco Vinyl is, because quite a few, some groups do what's called Eco Vinyl. Eco Vinyl is recycled vinyl. They basically take all this old vinyl and mash it all up, and whatever color it is what it is. So, because it's eco-friendly vinyl.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-disc, and this is kind of cool. It's a 2-disc, but it's only 3-sided for the soundtracks.
Oh.
Eco vinyl again, and see, this is a completely different color, right?
Yeah.
But check out the back side. Check out the flip side.
Oh, wow.
Is that
That
not
is cool.
Is that cool or what? Huh?
Yeah. Can you play that side too?
No, that's just a an etching.
Oh.
It's an etching, but it's a colored etching, which is kind of cool. I like the way they colored the etching in.
Yeah.
I think that's just really, really cool.
I like
So
that.
that's the first soundtrack I picked up. I've got so many soundtracks this month. I've gone soundtrack crazy. Because my music collection is kind of where I want it to be, but I really needed to get some soundtracks back in my collection, and that Godzilla box set really inspired me to just start chasing out a whole bunch of other Godzilla stuff and try to get as many of the Godzilla box sets, just like I have all the James Bond stuff. Try to get as many of the Godzilla box set soundtracks that are out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save this one for last because you're gonna love this one. I have
All
one.
right.
I have one that I remember when we did the Star Wars show.
Yeah.
I said there was a soundtrack that I was waiting for that didn't arrive in time for that show.
Uh-huh.
So I got that one to show you.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this is another one now. I got this at the same time. This is Godzilla Singular Point. This is the latest Godzilla thing in the franchise. And this is the anime Godzilla series that's on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is the newest thing that's come from the Godzilla camp. It's a 13-episode anime series on Netflix called Godzilla Singular Point, and it's freaking awesome. It's such a good, and this is a 2 LP set, and it's freaking awesome, this series. So I got this one, and that's a cool cover. And on the inside.
Wow.
I know, artwork is great, huh?
Look at the details. Holy shit.
And I'm trying to remember what vinyl this is on. There's a cool picture on the inside.
Wow.
Yeah, this series I highly recommend if you like Godzilla or whatnot. Check it out on Netflix. Godzilla Singular Point. Freaking awesome series. The animation is amazing. And wait till you see this sick ass vinyl.
Oh. Whoa. That is wicked.
Is that not freaking cool or what?
It's almost like an eyeball.
That's one disc. And the other disc, similar.
Ooh. Nice. Mm-hmm. Love it.
Is that not beautiful? And the pressing sounds amazing.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like this is done by Waxwork Records, and they just do the same people that did that Godzilla box set I showed you, and they just do phenomenal pressings, absolutely phenomenal pressings. So those are two. Those I got way back at the beginning of May, beginning of the month. Now these ones I haven't even opened yet, so I can't really show you the inside until I open them.
Mm-hmm.
But the next thing I picked up, because I told you I was been loving the Star Trek Discovery series, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's my favorite Star Trek series ever, honestly, ever, period, of all of them. I just fell in love with that series. So I, of course, had to go out and get season 1.
Oh, wow.
And this is going to be, this is on a, it's on a blue-white marble vinyl. Once I open it, I'll show you again on the show one day. When I finally open it, I'll show you guys what's in. I'll show you the inside, because it's a gatefold. It's got cool vinyl. But when I finally open it, I'll show you guys what's inside. So that's the season 1 soundtrack. Season 2 soundtrack is really hard to get. I'm kind of searching it out. No, that's season 3. Sorry, that's season 3. I got these backwards. That's season 3 soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the season 3 soundtrack. Season 2 is really hard to get, so I'm trying to find one. This is the season 1 soundtrack.
Ah. Nice.
And this one's on a intergalactic starburst vinyl.
Ooh.
And of course, it's a gatefold as well. So once I crack these open, I'll bring them back on your show to show you.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
So that's season 1. I got season 1, season 3. Season 4 hasn't been released yet. And season 2 is hard to get. I hope I can find a copy of season 2 because I want to have the complete set, And then after that, I continued Godzilla-ing. And another one, and I haven't opened this one, so I'll have to show you this one on a later date.
Mm-hmm.
This also is on Eco Vinyl, so it could be anything, right?
Yeah.
This is The Return of Godzilla.
Ooh.
And this was the 1984 movie. This is the first movie after that box set of Showa era ones. This was the first movie 10 years later when Godzilla finished in 1974. That film series was 10 years before the next one. In 1984, this one would come out, which was The Return of Godzilla. And this is a gatefold, and once I open it, I'll show you again on the show one day. But this has a pop-up center. You know what a pop-up is? Like those.
Yeah.
So apparently when you open the gatefold, it's a pop-up of the city with Godzilla walking through it.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be cool. So I'll show you when I open it, I'll bring it on again.
That's going to be cool.
Show you the pop-up city. And then the last one before I show you the one special one. This one just arrived the other day, like on Saturday or Sunday. Yesterday. What's yesterday? No, Sunday. I think it's right, Sunday. This is from another one of those 90s films. This is Godzilla versus Destroyer.
Ooh.
Godzilla versus Destroyer. Also from that 90s series, like I showed you the other one, the Godzilla Mecha Godzilla 2. This is Godzilla. Also on the Eco Vinyl from Mondo. And
Looks like JJ was trying to get back up, but he's having issues again.
This is also a gatefold, so I'll bring this up again another day to show you.
Nice.
outside when I finally
That'd be
crack.
cool. That was a pop up as well.
No, I don't know what this one is. It doesn't say on it. So I guess we'll find out. We'll find out when we open it. And last but not least,
Ooh, this is one I'm excited to see.
this is the one that was supposed that I'd ordered for to because I try to buy something Star Warsy every Star Wars day, right? This is the one that I'd ordered that was supposed to arrive in time for Star Wars Day, and for your stream, I hoped it was going to be there, and it literally came to my front door.
Don't worry about it, JJ. You're still here.
It literally came to my front door like 5 minutes after your stream ended.
Wow.
And it is this one here. And I'll show you the inside of this one.
Oh, that is so cool.
Or stories, music from The Mandalorian, Rogue One, and Solo.
Nice.
And it's a limited edition of 2,500 numbered copies. I got number 96.
Wow, that's amazing.
Number 96, done by Music on Vinyl. And so basically, side one is music from The Mandalorian.
Ooh.
Side two, Solo, Star Wars story, Solo.
Uh-huh.
And then sides 3 and 4, Rogue One.
Nice.
And it's very shiny. Let me open it up here. It comes in a beautiful slip jacket.
Wow.
And it's super freaking shiny. Look at
Ooh.
this. Look at the
Oh, I love that.
look at the holographic kind of cover on
That
it.
is so cool.
Is that not freaking amazing, that holographic cover? Check that out.
That is awesome.
Check out the inside.
Wow. That is so cool. Nice.
I don't know if you can see it well, but
Oh, I can see it.
that is
That is wicked.
freaking amazing. And check out the vinyl.
Oh, I can't wait to see the vinyl.
Comes with a nice little insert.
Nice. Ooh.
Stuff. And then last but not least, and I love it because it's got Mandalorian, and it kind of completes the set, because you've got all the movies, but this way now you get the 2 stories movies, Rogue One and Solo, and you get the first series, Mandalorian, from season 1 of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And then here's the vinyl.
Ooh. Nice. It's almost like the red sunsets of Tatooine.
Yeah, well, that I think that center spread is Tatooine, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then the same color for the other disc, but I'll show it again.
Wow. That is so cool.
So that's what was supposed to arrive in time for, and it's actually kind of a marbled orange. It's not solid. I don't know if you can catch it. It's kind of marbled.
Yeah.
Kind of a marble texture to it. So there you go, buddy. That's all. I bought all that in May. All that shit came in May.
And now I gotta
It's
tell
been
you.
track months for May here.
And now I gotta tell you an exciting thing about Sunday and last night. I went on Pluto TV and I was binging Degrassi: The Next Generation.
Yeah, I told you you'd be binging.
And they were showing the episodes where Becky meets Jenna.
Well, right now, I actually tuned in when I went to bed last night, and they're right at the season right now. When I went to bed last night, they were right at the season where my assistant co-starred in.
Oh, I didn't get that far.
They're at season 30. When I went to bed
Hey.
last night, I was watching episodes, and it was right
Hey, Anthony.
in season 13. So it was right when the time. So maybe if you watch now, I don't know how far they are, because it just goes 24 hours a day.
I just
Right
walked up,
now, they're at those 2 seasons where she was the recurring character.
I watched up to where Maya got into a fight with Miles over Zig,
Yeah, I was watching that too.
and the one before that was Zoe when the
Well,
two
when they get to the storyline where the cheerleaders are selling pictures of themselves, you remember that part of the storyline?
hmm
The cheer team get together and they start selling nudes of themselves on their phone to people to raise money to get their freaking costumes. Remember that whole scenario? That
Yeah.
is that is where you'll see my assistant. She's one of the cheerleaders on that team she's on the cheer squad.
Ah,
So that's where you'll find her. Where you'll find Cheyenne if you go looking. It's when they get to that story arc where the cheerleaders were all selling the pictures and stuff and to try to raise money to buy the new uniforms and all that stuff and got in trouble for it. That's where you'll see her. She's
you
one of
know
the cheer.
another girl I found really cute on that show, Imogen.
Imogen, yeah, the
Yeah, I've never seen that show.
gator.
And now she likes that girl who calls herself Jack.
Yeah.
Now, a show that I've like been really getting into is Grease: The Rise of the Pink Ladies. That's actually a pretty damn good show if you like the movie Grease.
Well, I love the movie Grease, but I heard mixed reviews about that show. But I might check it out because I have Paramount Plus.
You know what I started watching last night? I watched 3 episodes of last night and binged it and loved
What?
the new Arnold Schwarzenegger series on Netflix, Fubar. Freaking awesome, man. That's such a good show. There's 8 episodes. There's currently 8 episodes up there. I watched the first 3 and I loved it.
Oh, on Paramount
I
Plus.
love Arnold. I love Arnold. Arnold was like, he's probably like the greatest action star of all time. Like, he really is. I mean, we're not talking acting ability. Action star, Arnold, nobody could beat Arnold in action star.
And he has great one-liners.
So this new series with him on Netflix, Fubar, and for those who don't know what Fubar means, do you know what Fubar means, James? You should know what Fubar means.
Fucked up beyond all recognition.
Yes.
My daughter, I was watching, and my daughter is like,
What movie is it from, James?
I go Fubar.
I can't remember.
Tango and Cash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my daughter is like, well, what's Fubar mean? I go, I guess these young kids don't know what Fubar means. I had to tell her. I go, fucked up beyond all recognition. So yeah, I love Arnold. I've been watching Fubar. He's basically a spy. He's like CIA agent that retires at 65. Just to give you guys the basic premise, I'm not going to say any more than that. He retires. It's filmed like it's a movie, you know, like each episode's like close to an hour long, and it has that movie feel, not that TV show feel. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Arnold retires. He does one last mission and retires. And in his retirement party, they send him. They come to him and go, well, you're the only one that can do it. We need to send you. We need you to go extract an operative that's got themselves into a bad situation. So we need you to do one last mission. We need you. And this is right during his retirement party. His family's there. His daughter, you know, they have like, you get introduced to the daughter, you know, who loves dad. And she's the perfect student that got all straight A's and never swore in her life and never dated boys and never got in trouble. She was like the perfect daughter and all this, right? So they send him on this mission to Colombia, a drug lord thing. And when he gets there and gets into the drug lord's compound, who is in there undercover fighting some guy and getting the shit kicked out of her? His daughter.
Oh my God.
So it turns out that his daughter was picked all these time that he was, you know, secretly being a spy. And of course, his family never knew he was a spy for the CIA and all this shit, right? So nobody ever knew that he was a spy and an agent. And nobody knew that she was, because the CIA handpicked her and they intentionally kept them separated so they would never know each other was actually working as. And she's like this kick-ass chick that just beats the shit out of everybody and everything. So it's all about these father-daughter spies. And it's freaking awesome, man. Freaking awesome. I highly recommend it.
Now,
It was.
JJ,
It's currently trending #1 in the top 10 in Canada on Netflix. Right
wow. Now, who do we have to write to get some Degrassi soundtracks?
now. Yeah, there's no Degrassi soundtracks out there.
There should be, shouldn't there?
But yeah, but I mean, a lot of this music that they put in the show was, I mean, a lot of Canadian bands like the Pogues and whatnot, like the Pogues in the original series, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, because it was Epitone Studios. I don't know. I mean, how much a soundtrack would there really be?
I don't know. You look a little.
Yeah, sorry, it's just because of the. I'm trying to sit. I'm trying to do the Richard Dolan thing here.
Now you're going down. Now I just see the top of your head.
How's that? That better?
No.
Here, I'll put my glasses up there. There.
No, I just see your head. Up. Raise yourself up.
Oh, the things I'm gonna have to change to my phone pretty soon. This iPad bat. Okay, sweetie. I'll see you. When do I see you next? Well, I'll see you Friday for sure, right? Okay, have a good day. Say hi to your mom. My daughter just going home.
Oh, okay.
She was.
Dean?
She
I
just
wasn't
came
sure if it was your daughter or female company.
here. No, my daughter, please. Oh, I need to clear something up here, guys. Huh. You guys is she done yet? I'm gonna wait till she's gone.
Anthony, I had somebody tell me the other day they did not want to talk to me anymore because I've changed over the last like 3 months, and that I've never said any sexual jokes before that. I'm like, you gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, I've always been that way.
Yeah, so I know you guys always kid me about the boobies and this and that.
Yeah.
And like James was like, Anthony, oh, you're gonna love this. There's boobies. Honestly, guys, boobies, nudity, nude girls, boobs, all that shit does nothing for me.
Really?
I'm sad to say, does nothing, because it's like anything. You got to remember, for over 20 years, 25 years, I've shot model after model after model. I've seen more boobs and private parts of women than probably the entire VC put together has seen. I mean,
Right.
I was shooting anywhere from 10 to 20 models a week for 20 some odd years. I've seen so much boobs and pussy, to put it bluntly, that it doesn't faze me. You know what I mean? It's just, I've seen so much of it, because the majority of my work has always been like lingerie, boudoir stuff. I probably maybe, I don't know, 35-40% of the stuff I've shot is nude stuff. So when you're around it that much and seen so much of it, does that make sense? I mean, I worked in a strip club. I worked in a strip club.
That's
for
true,
a couple of
KJ.
years.
I
I
love
worked in a
this.
strip club for a couple of years. So, I've seen so much.
There are retired gynecologists that have seen less nudity than AGK.
Probably. And even the dog agrees, you see?
Yeah. The dog's in on that one.
She sees a squirrel.
So, aw. Oh, cute.
She sees the squirrel on the fence down there. Oops.
Whoa.
Whoops.
Nazareth.
Oh yeah. So I know you guys. Oh, Anthony, you're gonna get excited. You can see boobies. Honestly, I wish I got excited to see boobies. I mean, obviously, I like women and beautiful women, but just doesn't really. Just like another pair of boobs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've seen all shapes, all sizes, fake, real, saggy, perky, firm, rock hard. I've seen everything. And more.
Yeah, you know who I thought was really good on Degrassi and Next Generation? I like Maya. I like her character.
Maya, she's the blonde with the glasses.
Yeah, but she looks really beautiful when she takes them off.
Like it's just a shame it ended the way it did because Netflix fucking ruined it. You know, it's a shame because it was a cliffhanger at the end of season 18 or season 4 of Next Class, however you want to look at it. It was season 18, but it was the Next Generation for 14 seasons and then Next Class for 4 seasons, right? But it was all the same characters and everything. But when it ended on Netflix, there was supposed to be another season. It ended with a cliffhanger, and we never got conclusion to a whole bunch of character stories. You know, like people think that maybe when it ended, they all graduated and went on and blah blah blah, which is how it should have ended. But because Netflix fucked it up and canceled it, didn't renew it.
So I guess we'll never know if the HBO.
We'll never know because even if they ever do reboot it, there's no way they can just pick up with the old characters.
They got to start fresh with new characters.
They got to start with a whole new, because
Right. Well, from what I've read, they've recorded 10 episodes. They've recorded the first season of it.
Yeah, but then I heard something about that they'd nixed releasing it or nixed doing it, or I don't know. It's kind of confusing information coming out about it. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It was not due till 2024 anyhow. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Stephen Brogan, I don't know if he's still involved. He was the guy that he was the producer. I mean, Stephen Brogan, of course, was Snake in the original series and in the new Next Generation. But he was also the producer of that series.
And he's directed a few episodes too.
And Stephen Brogan also produced, and I don't know if you've ever seen this on Family Channel, the Holly Hobby Show, which has been going the last couple of years, Holly Hobby.
Oh, yeah, I've watched that.
Holly Hobby is produced by Stephen Brogan and the same production crew that made Degrassi. And you'll see, and there's an ex-Degrassi character, plays one of the lead characters on that show. It's an extra, and now that show just finished. They did 4 or 5 seasons, and it concluded. Because she grew up. It was kind of Degrassi-ish because it was about Holly Hobby going through high school and then going off to university. When she graduated and went off to university, that was the end of the show. So it was very much the same as a Degrassi thing. It was the same production crew as Degrassi. It was produced by Stephen Brogan, and it starred one of the lead people in that show was from Degrassi. And there's 5 seasons of it on Family Channel that you can, what do they call it? PVR. You can be PVR. Yeah. I've watched the whole season. It's a good series. It's about a young girl wanting to become a music star, and
I've watched a couple of episodes of that.
But yeah, decent. Holly Hobby, produced by the same guy, Stephen Brogan.
If you know, if it's a group that did Degrassi, you know it's going to be a good production.
You can tell if you watch the whole series, you'll get that Degrassi vibe from it. You'll start to realize that the characters, the way, just the whole atmosphere of the show is very Degrassi.
Did you know that there's a Degrassi YouTube channel?
Yeah, they have the episodes on there.
Yeah, I can watch them there because I don't have them on
but
DVD.
Now that they have, now that Pluto's picked it up, you know.
I wish Pluto would play the original series, like Degrassi Junior High and then Degrassi High, Degrassi Talks.
You don't have them on DVD or anything, huh?
I think I have the first season or 2
of Degrassi on DVD. I was going to say, because I could always just rip my DVDs and...
Because I don't have the whole series, but if you could rip them all for me, that would be cool.
Of the original series?
Yeah, like Degrassi Junior High.
I'm not going to do Next Generation, because that's like 15 seasons of 4 discs a season. That would be a lot of discs, my friend.
Well, the originals are nostalgic to me, like Degrassi High and all that.
I need to get my computer working. It's not in... I haven't used my computer in years. But yeah, I could rip a copy of the discs.
And this would
It would just be DVDs, right? So,
Does it have the movie?
what,
Does it have the movie on it too? School's Out?
on the original series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Want me to get the discs?
Yeah, show me.
Okay, hold on. Oh, that squirrel's back.
Uh-oh. It's okay, Miley. It's okay. So you must be happy to be home, Cap. Or he's probably on the phone. Boop should have the following warning. To avoid danger of suffocation, keep these bags away from babies and children. May cling to nose and mouth and prevent breathing. These bags are not toys. That's a good one, JJ. I like that. I think the stream is going pretty well. Today it's like it's my birthday. Everybody congratulations. And subscribes to me. Aw, Davey, you're an amazing guy, and I love how you support my streams. You're a good dude. I'm happy to have you here. And Davey, I hope I can bring you up on camera sometime. You can hang out with us and play some music for us, if you want. Yeah, looks like it's a beautiful day there where Anthony is. Well, it's beautiful here too, but I can't go outside because all that pollen and stuff is floating around outside, which I'm allergic to because my eyes were really bad again last night, so I had to take an allergy pill. But at least I'm good for tonight for Patrick's later on tonight, so it'll all be good. Wow, here we go. We got some Degrassi goodness. I'm still Degrassi things.
I literally they're everywhere on the deck here now.
Whatever it takes, AJK will get it through.
I literally just spewed them across the deck.
An explosion.
A Degrassi explosion. Oh, I forgot 2 seasons. Oh well, we'll have to do without 2 seasons.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah, it looks like I forgot seasons 1 and 2 here. That's okay. I'm not going back down to find them. So now that I've messed it all up, so we'll start with season 3 because I don't have seasons 1 and 2 with me here. Season 3.
Ooh.
They were all 4-disc sets. Like, I'm not going to pull them all out, but you can.
Oh,
Let's read it.
nice.
Where's the camera?
Nice.
So that's season 3. I do have seasons 1 and 2 downstairs. That's Next Generation season 3. And I got these all through my contact in Degrassi there. Season 4.
Wow.
Same idea. You want to see the covers too?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Season 4.
Because they're cool covers.
Disc 1. Disc 2.
Beautiful Emma.
Disc 3. So that's season 4. Yeah, I didn't bring season 1 and 2 up. Oh well. Never mind.
It's all good.
I'm going to have a whole bunch of stuff to take downstairs. Where's season 5? Because it's all mixed up here now. What was that? 3 and 4? Yeah, it was 3 and 4. What's this one here? Well, that was 3 and 4. That was 3 and 4. Sorry, guys. Okay, 5.
Yes, they are, JJ.
There we go. Season 5.
Wow.
Disc 1. Disc 2. Disc 3. Have we got one with Drake on the cover? Disc 3. Disc 4. Yeah, I wonder if one of these has Drake on the cover. Anyway, with Drake.
Page.
I wonder if any of these are. There's Drake in the wheelchair there.
Oh, yeah.
Drake in the wheelchair. I guess he never got a cover or what? He wasn't on any of the other covers we saw. Well, there's Drake here.
Oh, yeah.
There he is, right there.
He looks so different there.
Well, he's only in his teens there, right? Look at him on there.
Wow.
There's Drake.
Uh-huh.
Just a kid there, guys. Just a kid.
That's amazing.
Low battery, 10%. I'm gonna have to switch to my phone in a few minutes.
All right.
Get through these before I it dies. So we got to season 5. It's all getting mixed up. Okay, here's season 6.
Wow.
There's Drake.
Yeah.
Wheelchair Drake.
JJ says no boobs though. I want topless Degrassi.
This one, oh wait, that would be these are teenagers, guys. Let's not go there. Nina Dobrev, who went on to become a big deal, right? Vampire Diaries and whatnot.
I forgot she was on that show.
Yeah, Nina Dobrev did very well for herself. Okay, so what was that? 6?
6, yep.
7. There's Drake again. He's starting to look more Drakey now. Huh?
Yeah, now he's looking more Drakish.
Yeah, he's getting grown up. This is just before he left the series, so.
Yeah.
I remember
I remember that, yeah.
when he decided, there's Drake.
Uh-huh.
When he decided to go all punk mohawk look. And these also include all the Degrassi movies as well, because there were a number of movies.
Oh, hey, Nick.
All the Degrassi movies are on these things.
Nick,
Season 8.
Nick Patsy's in the house.
Season 8. Kids are growing up.
Yep. I remember her. She used to be on a show called How to Be Indie.
Which one?
The Indian girl.
Oh, the Indian. Shalika, whatever. I can never remember her name.
Yeah, she used to be on How to Be Indie before that.
Season 9. Season 9.
Wow.
They changed to this type of format and come season 9.
Where
it was just like multiple discs in the boxes, you know. They kind of got cheap on come season 9 with the packaging.
Okay.
See, it's got the movies. See, Degrassi takes
yeah.
bonus movie. Degrassi Takes Manhattan. Yeah, and this one too. Movie here. See, this one had the movie. Degrassi
Goes Hollywood.
Yeah, all the movies are here. It's all complete. That was 9. Season 10. Season 10.
Yeah.
Multi-disc again. Double-sided discs now. They're really getting cheap. Double-sided discs.
Wow.
Season 10. Where's 11?
Hey, Nick.
Season 11. Now it's season 11, part 1. But now they really got cheap towards the end. But just double-sided discs. Season 11 should be part 2. Oh, here's season 10, part 2. Sorry, there was a 10 part 2. And then 11 part 1 and 11 part 2. 11 part 2. They're all mixed up. 11 part 2.
Here's Imogen.
And then 12 is one. Emmy nominee.
Wow.
And unfortunately, they never put seasons 13 and 14 on any disc.
That's not Kate.
No season, and it pisses me off because season 13 and 14 is the ones that my assistant was in, and they're not available on DVD or anything.
Wow.
And Next Class, of course, being a Netflix thing, is not available. So they stopped putting them on disc after season 12, which It's a little annoying. I would have at least liked to have 13 and 14 because my assistant was in them. And now, last but not least,
Ah, the classic.
the complete series.
Wow, that is so cool. 30th anniversary. Whoa.
This anniversary edition. And it's got a whole whack of discs on it.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, because this is how many complete? This is complete series. So is this? This is all 40
3
episodes,
seasons.
all 3 seasons. 40 episodes, all 3 seasons of junior high. So all 3 seasons of that in that box. And last but not least, the complete series of.
Degrassi High.
There's your Kaylin.
Yeah.
Now, what about the original series, the one that started it all in the 70s?
Yeah, that was a kids show. That one's like almost impossible to find on disc.
Kids at Degrassi Street? Yeah.
Kids at Degrassi, yeah. It was just, it had no characters that went into the official, into these series. It was basically the idea that sparked the series, but it was basically a kids show that was kind of, it was kind of a learning show. It was kind of an educational show. But yeah, these are and this is 2 seasons, I think it is, isn't it? 28 episodes. Yeah, this was 2 seasons, or 1 season, 1 or 2 seasons. I can't remember if it. Degrassi High was 1 or 2 seasons.
Wow.
But it's complete, and of course, like you said,
School's out.
the movie is on.
It
here as
doesn't
well.
have episodes of Degrassi Talks on there too?
Hey, Nick.
So there you go.
Wow.
Yep, it's Cap.
So if you need something ripped, maybe one day I can rip these. If I
Oh, definitely.
can, I know I've got blank DVDs, but I don't know if my computer will rip anymore. So we'll have to see.
Uh-huh.
You made it, like, as usual, I come to Jane's show and then I got all this shit to put away.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get my phone because I gotta get my
Okay.
phone. The battery's about to die here on my
All right.
iPad. I'll be back.
Okay. So you must be happy to be home, Cap.
I am. I
So
was
what
in there
was the
for a
issue?
little over 2 weeks.
What was the issue?
Stomach problems with my stomach.
So
Yeah,
Did they have to do an
my lower bowels.
did they have to do an operation?
Not yet. I have to see the doctor about getting it done. I have to go through the loops and the hoops and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See you later, JJ. Have a great evening at your
See you, JJ.
your meeting.
But yeah, they want to remove some of my lower intestines.
Oh.
My large intestines.
Yeah. But so I guess you can't drink any alcohols.
No.
So I guess you're on the wagon now, or is it off the wagon? Whatever you know what I mean.
Yeah. Only for a little while.
Yeah, George, we're having tech issues before because he was having problems on his end with JJ was having problems on his ends with StreamYard. He was up and then he was buffering and then down, and so he reset the router and reset everything, but nothing worked. But I'm sure he'll get it all straightened out. And our buddy AJK is back.
And think something to prop my phone up on.
Cool.
I'm gonna use these records to lean my phone against.
Nice.
It won't work.
There we go.
Now I'm too high.
Well, that's what drugs will do to you. See what I did there?
I don't know what to do. I can't prop it up anywhere. And now I gotta scrunch down.
All right, Nick. Don't work too hard.
What happened to
And-
JJ? He figured his stuff out yet, or what?
So, Nick, I hope to see you later on Patrick's tonight. Well, I'm not
JJ,
gonna. Tonight's not gonna be one of my over 4 hour streams because I gotta save my voice because I gotta be on Patrick's later tonight, so I gotta have some voice left to talk. So I'm gonna take this maybe another 20 minutes or so. I'm not sure.
what
but-
happened to JJ?
Oh, he had trouble. Well, he had to go to his meeting, and he also had problems with StreamYard on his end. It wasn't working. He reset the router, but everything was getting all fucked up. So, but he says hopefully next time he's on that he won't have any tech issues. But so he had to throw in the towel. Well, I got you guys here, so you're still up here to help me out, and keep me going.
Yeah, you're lucky because I was very busy yesterday, and today I just kind of was gonna just chill out today.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
this
I
is all.
gotta take my car in tomorrow for servicing, and I'll probably be.
This is all JJ's idea to do this. But I was glad when I found that video I sent you the other day. I said, "Look what I found," and I saw.
Yeah,
inside
didn't
the
I tell you?
studio.
Isn't it exactly how I said it was like inside?
It's huge in there.
I told you. It's massive in there. It's a movie. It's a studio.
And then that big facility, they can build a movie theater. They can put in a mall, and
Yeah,
and
it's
on
all
the
in
back
there.
lot where they have the
I'm
outside
curious.
for this
I'm
the
curious
town.
if there's. I'm curious if there's anything still left in it. Obviously, the main building where all those sets are, I think, is gutted because we could see cars parked in there.
Yeah.
So, I think they've gutted. Probably all the old sets are gone, which is a shame.
Wouldn't that be cool if there's still some memorabilia in there and you
I'm
could
sure
take it?
I'm sure the city streets probably still there. Like if you actually go on, if you have a phone there, James.
I don't have a cell phone.
Oh, you don't have a cell phone at all?
Nope.
If you go on Google Maps or something, you know that Google where they, you know how when you go on Google Maps you can see an actual photo of what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Can you bring up Google Maps in a side thing?
You can share.
I can't. I'm on my phone, so I can't do anything.
All right, let me try. All right.
Go
let
on
me go
Google
to-
Maps, share it, and I'll give you an address. You type it in, and
Okay.
then bring up the satellite image, and then zoom in, and you should be able
Okay.
to see top down. You should be able to see the street. If it's an updated picture, we'll see if the street is still there, like the main street and all that, the stuff that was outside. You can see how big it is.
All right. I just brought up Google Maps. Now we'll share. Whoops. We'll share the screen, and we'll see what we can see. Okay, what am I looking for?
Type in 220
Okay, 220.
Bartley Drive. I think
How
it's
do you
Drive.
spell that? Bartley?
Let me just check my. So I'm going to minimize you for a sec, guys. Hold on.
All right.
Let me get the right spelling here. You can still hear me, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, you want 220 Bartley, B-A-R-T, like Bart,
Yeah.
like Bart Simpson,
Okay.
L-E-Y, Bartley,
L-E-Y. Okay.
yeah, B-A-R-T-L-E-Y, Drive, Toronto.
Drive. Okay.
Toronto.
Toronto. Okay, it says 220 Bartley Drive, Toronto, North York, Toronto.
That's it. So
Okay.
now zoom right in on that location. Super zoom on it and turn it to satellite image, not the actual, not the map. You should be able to change it to a photo.
How do I do the map? How do I do the
Should be a way to switch
satellite? Okay,
it. There you go,
here.
satellite. There you go. Now start zooming in.
Okay.
Zoom in. You'll see the blue and yellow building thing. You got to zoom right into ground level. Just start zooming in. Don't go too quick though. Go step by step so we can
Oh, here we go.
go step by step slowly.
Look at all the cars.
Can we move that map around a little because you're going straight down on it? Can you change the angle on that map?
No, it just goes up and down.
Because my map goes from like a 3/4 angle.
Oh, mine can't.
Yeah, you should be able to change the angle on that photo.
I don't think I can. No, I can't.
Yeah, you should be able to, man.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Change the angle on it. You should be able to like scroll it or grab the picture and spin it or tilt it. You should be able to tilt it.
Oh, look where I am.
Yeah, so you should be able to tilt it. So go back, zoom out and go back to, because you were like straight down, like the building you saw to the right-hand side, it was the one that said Panthers painted on it.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm in the
So
bushes
scroll
here.
back, go to your red dot there.
Okay.
Zoom in.
Okay, whoa.
Like right where that little red point is, maybe grab that and try move it around like you did with the other thing. You should be able to tilt it and you'll see the building.
No, I can't.
You can see the Panthers thing right there. I know you can.
Why don't my fucking guy go here? I can't get it.
It's weird because I can do it. I can do it on my phone. You should be able. You can get a different angle.
I'm gonna stop.
You'll see those blue and yellow windows and everything.
Oh, I can't see anything.
Yeah, see where the tree. Zoom out a little bit first.
It won't let me move.
You should be able to. I don't remember how to work Google Maps offhand, but I did it the other day. You can see everything.
What the frig is going on here?
Zoom out a little bit. I want to see where we are. No, not too far. Not too far.
That's a little too far out.
Yeah, you went way too far.
Oh, here's the building here.
Yeah, you were over to the right. You were over to the left too far.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
There you go. Go down there.
Now I can go down. Okay. All right.
Now go down. That's what I was trying to say. See, there's the storage. There's the gate. Yeah. Right at the bottom is the gate that we were at.
Yeah.
And then I crawled along the bushes there. There, now you can see the windows.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So scroll a little to the right, to the left. A little bit to the left. See, there's the building. There's the front steps. See the front steps there?
Yeah.
That's where we were.
That's as far as I can scroll in.
Exactly. Now go up. Scroll the map up a little bit behind the building. Okay. We want to go up towards the back of the building now. Just start a pan.
All right.
Pan.
Okay, let me zoom out a bit so I can see this better. There we go.
Don't go too far. So now you're in the that's the substation. That's the electrical substation. Go.
There's the back lot here. That's probably where they filmed it. That's probably where they did the city or the town here.
Yeah, it's public storage.
Yeah.
And if you go down south from that, see, that's a big ass building. That's where all the sets were. It's a big building. Wow. And if you go in those bushes there, that's where I was in the bushes there. That's where they did the forested area. And over to the left even more. To the left even more. All that forested areas whenever they had to use a forested area. So there you go. There's there's an aerial of it all.
You guys know that one of my passions is true crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who Leslie Van Houten is?
No.
One of the Manson family members that was at Cielo Drive. They said that she was eligible for parole. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, blocked it, and the Supreme Court just overruled him, so she's going to be free.
And do I care about this?
I do.
I know you're a big Manson guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a Manson person. You know that.
Well, ladies and gents, this is going to be a shorter stream today because I have to be on Patrick's tonight, so I got to rest my voice for a while because I got to be doing some talking on his show tonight. So I want to thank JJ. I want to thank AGK. I want to thank Lisa, Cap, everybody that's here tonight that passed by to support and be here to enjoy the night. And I will see you all on Sunday. As I say in my channel.
Hopefully Darren will come back.
Yeah. As I say in my channel.
He's not a happy camper.
No. As I say in my channel.
I blame him. I love you guys.
I love you too, man. As I say in my channel, Beatles forever. See you on the next one, everyone. Bye for now.
Rock and roll.
And we're out.